Welcome back to Thunder Valley Raceway. I'm Brian Tolmie, and this is Group Number 2 of the International Diecast Racing League Sportsman Cup. 8 brand new cars going toe-to-toe here at the Valley. Let's see who comes out on top on this sizzler fat track. These cars started off their campaign at Diecast Dude Racing. I.D.R.L sitting on top with 14 points. Down the bottom, it's Bolo Brown with 3. Let's meet today's drivers. First up in the 1990 Acura, it's I.D.R.L for I.D.R.L Racing. Car number 2 today in the Jaguar F-Type, it's Cobra driving for Snow Valley Races. Car number 3, it's the crowd favourite, it's Lily the Dog driving for Lily's Boneyard. Car number 4 today, driving for Grumpy Cloud Racing, it's Mark Pan in the 67 Mustang. Up next in the Corvette C7Z06, it's Mr. Dark driving for Dubious Diecast. Another Corvette up next, it's Sam Hall in the number 1 Corvette driving for Team DRT 3K. Next up in the green Corvette, it's Rocket Doopy driving for Rocket Doopy Racing. And last but not least, it's Bolo Brown driving for Miniature Car Racing in the 1967 Olds. Let's have a look at group number 1, see who takes on who here first today at the Valley. It's I.D.R.L, Lily the Dog, Mr. Dark and Rocket Doopy doing battle in the first race in Group 2A. Here's the point system as always, 5, 3, 2 and 1, and a DNF will get you 0. Cars are ready to rock and roll here for race number 1. Lily the Dog and Rocket Doopy on pole. Cars are ready, the lights begin to count down to start time. Away we go, there's a good start by Lily the Dog. Hopefully she can gain the whole shot. She does, spins around, here comes Mr. Dark. Who's it gonna be? It's Lily the Dog by a car length over Mr. Dark. I.D.R.L rolls in for 3rd, just in front of Rocket Doopy in 4th position in race 1 here at the Valley in the International Diecast Racing League Group number 2. Let's have a look at the replay. Lily the Dog got a tap from behind there by Rocket Doopy, which allowed Dubious Diecast and Mr. Dark to cruise past. That was neck and neck as they left turn 4. Lily the Dog tried to jump the fence, but it was enough to get the job done in race number 1. 5 points on the board for Lily the Dog. I.D.R.L sitting on 2, Mr. Dark 3, and Rocket Doopy sits on 1 as they're ready to rock for race number 2. Mr. Dark and Lily the Dog up in front for race number 2. Cars are ready to go, the lights are counting down. Who's going to get the jump this time? Away they go. Lily the Dog bounces out of the start line and takes a commanding lead down the straight into turn 3. There's trouble behind and it's all Lily the Dog in race 2. Mr. Dark comes in for another 2nd placing. Rocket Doopy 3rd, just ahead of I.D.R.L in the number 69 Acura in 4th position. Great race that time there by Lily the Dog. She flew out of a start and it was all done when they left turn 2. Cars were sliding behind, which caused a bit of havoc, gave her the space she needed to win by an absolute mile here in race number 2. That will move her on to 10 points, but look at that. She's off and gone in the 2nd race of the day here at Thunder Valley. Let's check the scoreboard after race number 2, where we see Lily the Dog on 10, ahead of Mr. Dark on 6, I.D.R.L and Rocket Doopy sharing 3 points apiece down the bottom of the ladder as we move up for race number 3. Cars are ready to go here. I.D.R.L has pole with Mr. Dark. Should be an interesting race this one. 2 great builders sharing pole position for race number 3. Let's see who can get the job done. The lights are beginning the countdown. They're away. Slight stammer there off the line by I.D.R.L. Mr. Dark takes the lead, but there goes Lily the Dog. Takes the low line, takes the lead. Here comes Rocket Doopy. Almost comes over the top of Lily the Dog. Mr. Dark rolls in for 3rd, and I.D.R.L's gone missing. He's going to have a DNF. Sadly for him, in race number 3, he'll finish on 0 points after failing to complete the course here at Thunder Valley. What a magnificent drive there by Lily the Dog in race number 3. 3 in a row for Lily the Dog. Moves her on to 15 points. You see here, Mr. Dark went up. Lily the Dog said, I'll have that bottom line, thanks. And she took off. Rocket Doopy, magnificent drive by him, almost claimed victory. Lily the Dog blocked off his passing manoeuvre to claim some more points for her. And she has an unassailable lead here in race number 3. 15 points for Lily the Dog. She sits on top of the ladder here today with 15. Mr. Dark hanging on there with 8. Over Rocket Doopy on 6. And Arlo, after a DNF, sits on 4. Cars are ready to go here for race number 4 at the Valley. Rocket Doopy and Arlo pole position for the final race of the day. Lily the Dog trying to go for 4 wins in a row. Magical effort if she can do it. Away they go. Better start this time by Arlo. He takes the whole shot. He's got a good lead going into turn 3. He starts a slide but gets the win. Arlo over a fast finishing Rocket Doopy. Lily crawls in there for 3rd. Mr. Dark comes in 4th position after race number 4 here at Thunder Valley. Magnificent drive by Arlo in the 69 Acura. Happy to see him get 5 points on the board. Makes his score look a little bit more respectable as we move into Group 3 of these races next week at Plays Diecast. As we see the replay just here, everyone got a bit loose. And I think that was down to the track flexing as all the weight went through the corner. See it there, the track flexed. Magnificent drive there by Arlo. Rocket Doopy fast finishing in 2nd position. Great drive by him in the Corvette. Let's check out the leaderboard for the final time here in Group 2A. Arlo sitting on 8. Lily the Dog magnificently there on 17. Ahead of Mr. Dark on 9. And Rocket Doopy on 9 points. Don't forget to follow the International Diecast Racing League over at Diecast Dude Racing. He's got a fantastic channel. He's doing some great things. After him comes Plays Diecast at Thunder Mountain Raceway in Queensland, Australia. After that, we've got the finals. We've got Bay City I.D.R.L and Bay City Diecast Racing over in America. He builds some absolutely mint bridges and does some great racing on his channel. Okay, let's meet Group 2B. First up today is Bolo Brown. He's got the number 6 Olds. After him in the Jag is Cobra. Following him is Mark Pan in the number 82 Mustang. And Sam Hall rounds out the group in the number 1 Corvette. Cars are ready at the Coca-Cola start line for Group 2B race number 1. Bolo Brown and Mark Pan on pole for this one. Let's see who can grab the whole shot and try and get away with the 5 points as lights count down. Away they go. There's a good start there by Mark Pan. He heads for the whole shot. Can't quite get it. Sam Hall tries to cut underneath. Spins out. And it's Mark Pan off for an easy victory over Bolo Brown. Sam Hall for 3rd. And Cobra in the Jag rolls in slowly for 4th position after getting rolled on the top corner. Good start there by Mark Pan in the number 82 Mustang. Great drive. He started well, which is what you have to do from pole position at Thunder Valley. They hit the corner together and he took off, and that was all she wrote. Ran away for an easy victory over Bolo Brown. Sam Hall and Cobra rolling in for 4th. As we see the home straight view, easy victory there. That's 5 points on the board for Mark Pan, starting off his journey in Australia in fine style. Let's check the leaderboard after Group 2B race number 1. Mark Pan sitting on 5 points ahead of Bolo Brown, Sam Hall and Cobra sitting on 1 point. Drivers have changed lanes. They're ready to roll here for race number 2. Cobra and Bolo Brown up the front for this one as the lights begin to count down. Away they go. That's a good start there. Bolo Brown takes an early advantage, gets the whole shot. Cobra right up his backside as they head down the straight, but it's Bolo Brown over Cobra, Sam Hall, and Mark Pan comes in 4th position in race number 2 to claim 1 more point to his tally. We can see on the replay here there's a little bit of trouble in the background with Mark Pan and Sam Hall, which left Bolo Brown and Cobra to fight out the top 2 placings. Bolo Brown getting away for the victory in race number 2, and 5 points on the leaderboard for him. As we check the leaderboard after race number 2, we see Mark Pan on 6 points. Bolo Brown sitting on 8. Cobra 4 with Sam Hall also on 4 as we move up for race number 3. The two blue cars on pole here, Sam Hall and Cobra sharing the front of the grid for race number 3 as the lights count down. We're ready to go. They're off. Who's going to hit the hole shot this time? It looks like Sam Hall. He gets it there. He spins out of control. Mark Pan coming hard, but it's Sam Hall claiming the victory. Mark Pan second. Cobra rolls in for third. And slowly across the line in last position here was Bolo Brown in the olds. Great drive there by Sam Hall in that number 1 Corvette to claim 5 points in race number 3. He hit the whole shot like a steam train, then dropped the hammer a little bit too quick, turned himself around and managed to hang on over the fast finishing Mark Pan in the number 82 Mustang. Great drive by Hall. He gets 5 points. Moves him up the leaderboard for sure in this one as we check the scores after race 3. It's a 3-way tie up the top with Pan, Hall and Brown sitting on 9 points. Cobra on 6. Cars have changed lanes. They're ready to go for the final time today here at Thunder Valley. Mark Pan and Sam Hall on pole as the lights count down. Points all important in this one. There goes the gate. They're off and it's Mark Pan with an early lead. Takes the whole shot. Gets turned around by Sam Hall. Looks like he's going to hang on. Here comes Bolo Brown. He couldn't get the job done. He's finished second. But it's Mark Pan with the 5 points in the final race. Handy 5 points for him in this series. Bolo Brown coming home like a steam train. Sam Hall third, Cobra fourth in the final event of the day here at the Valley. Let's check the final leaderboard for the day, where we see Mark Pan coming out on top over Bolo Brown, Sam Hall and Cobra on 7 points. Some absolutely fantastic racing here in Group 2 of the International Diecast Racing League. Let's check out the leaderboard after today's racing, where we see Lily the Dog on 28 points after taking everybody to school. She's ahead of Mark Pan on 25, Arlo 22, Cobra 20, Mr. Dark and Sam Hall on 18 points apiece. Bolo Brown next with 15 and Rocket Doopy on 13. If you've liked what you've seen today at the Valley, please subscribe and get us back into the YouTube algorithm. Remember to keep in touch with every race in the I.D.R.L. by following the links in the description. Remember to get along and like, comment and subscribe and support Diecast Racing at our little level. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with racing next week right here at Thunder Valley Raceway.